Welcome back, friends. Today I will be discussing with you the Raspberry Pi 4 B model, and I will give you all the description details, and I will install the Motion Eye software on this, and I will use a USB camera from Logitech, and we will see how this can be used as security camera, putting the static IP address and the Motion Eye features on the Raspberry Pi 4, and we will see how this can be installed and function. So let us go to the table and we will see the details. So we are starting with the Raspberry Pi 4B model. This is 4 GB model, and here you can see the CPU. I will be giving the technical specification and details of the CPU. Then we have the RAM. Here you can see the 40 GPIO pins which are used for general purpose input output device, and this is the area where Wi-Fi system is installed. This particular port is for connecting the cable for display purpose, and USB-C type power input, and two ports are there for HDMI output to be connected to HDMI display like TV, etc. And this particular connector is available for connecting the cable for the camera, and this is the audio video output connection available. Now if we see here, we have the Ethernet connector available. These two connectors are for USB 3 type, and these two connectors are available for USB 2 type connectors. So nothing is there on the back side, only the SD card insert socket is available, and here your SD card is installed with the software and put into it so that it boots the system. So here I will be showing you the technical specification. Let us go to the laptop and we will see it. I will be using this Logitech USB camera for connecting to Raspberry Pi 4, and we will use this camera along with Motion Eye software for using this camera as security camera. We can use the static IP and use it. So now we will see on the laptop how this software portion of the Raspberry Pi 4, and you will see here I will go to the raspberrypi.org, and here we will see I will go into the product list, and here you can see the Raspberry Pi 4 modules, and in that we will see here they have given the technical details. 1 GB, 2 GB and 4 GB module are there, and I'm using the 4 GB, and they have a processor, then USB-C power supply connector, and two connectors for HDMI. They are capable of 4K display. Then USB 2 types, two ports are there, then USB 3 two ports are there, and Gigabit Ethernet connector. and then we certainly have the 40 pins for GPIO, and can go into the details again. If you want technical specifications, you can see here the schematic diagram photograph is there, and below that if you see the specification is given, it is using the quad core Cortex A72 64-bit SoC 1.5 gigahertz, and then you have all these details you can go through. 40 pin GPIO, and this is important to note here, the USB-C connector, the power supply, should be capable of supplying around 3 amperes at 5 volt DC. You can also supply through GPIO header. Again, this should be capable of supplying 3 amperes current. So this is what I wanted to tell you, the details of Raspberry Pi 4, and I will give you the method how to download the Motion iOS. So I have gone to github.com, and here if you see in the down below in the getting started, you can see the supported devices, and if you click it, it will take you to the all available supported devices list is there. Go just down below, and in the down below here we will see Raspberry Pi 4, and here the latest version is this 20190911. I will just click it download. You have to download it, and after downloading you will have to use the SD card formatter, and this SD card formatter you have to select the card and format it, and select the option overwrite format, not the quick format, so that you have to use it and then format, so that your SD card will be completely formatted. And once you format it, just click on the Balena Etcher. You have to download from Balena site, and this Etcher is a very good package to transfer images and files to the SD card. And once this boot up, we can just select the image where the image is there up in the download. So this is the image I have, and if I open it, so image is selected. Now select the targeted SD card device, and after that because I'm not having here, so it will come to the flash, and once you place the flash, the entire image will be written on the SD card, and that SD card we have to remove from the laptop and then put into the Raspberry Pi 4 and power the Raspberry Pi, and it will boot. Now I will connect this our single board computer Raspberry Pi 4. This is the power supply. I will put this power supply here, and the HDMI connector we have to put on the first connector, so I will put it here, and we will connect to the HDMI TV, and which will give the output. Here I will put this Logitech camera here, and this I have connected, and I am connecting it to the power, and it will boot. So the Pi has booted and we can see the IP address here 192.168.0.27. So this is our IP address of the Pi, and the server 202.88.149.25. This is the server address. We will use this for allocating the static IP for the Raspberry Pi 4. The Pi, that is 192.168.0.27, and let us see this Motion I software takes over. So here you can see this particular USB camera, it is working, and here it is available. So that means the USB camera attached to the USB port of the Raspberry Pi 4 module is working fine. Here we have to do some settings on the Motion I software. Lot of options are available, but for to do that we have to log in as another user, and I will go here and log in as admin, and no password is required. So log in into the Motion I, and here you will find all the details here. So preferences, you can select your options. If you want, you can columns and rows. If you have a number of cameras more than one, you can settle it. Then you can put a password here for login into the admin for general setting, and here you can see if I will check for the update if anything is. So it says Motion I is up to date. So well and good. So shut down, reboot, and you can back up the settings what you have done here, and then if required that will be used to restore. I have selected time zone as Asia Kolkata, and if we go further down, and we will see network details. I have used here my network details, and here in the automatic DHCP I am going to use as static IP, so that I will put this camera as a security camera away from my system, and every time whenever this Pi 4 boots independently without any display device, so it will have the same IP address. So I will put here the IP address whatever it was given. I will use it as .0.27. okay, and here in the default gateway we will leave it, and in the server I will use what we have collected from the screen 202.88.149.25, and this we will save. I am not applying here. I will make further changes and then we will finally save and reboot. Now in the services there are settings available for FTP server, Samba server, and enable SSH and all those things. So we can use those settings if you require. Then expert setting is there. So network link and timeout link, if power goes, how many minutes or seconds it should take to reconnect if power comes back. and other details. Here in the video device, this camera we have selected. This is the camera, automatic brightness and depression, backlight compensation. You can set it here. Here also manually we can set all those camera settings are there. And file storage, you can store the file, that is static picture or the movie clips, video recording, video streaming. Here we have details of settings for video streaming. And still images, you can store still images. Movie, you can store the movie where it will be, and you can preserve the movie for forever or for some period time or one day, something like that. So I am keeping it. Then motion detection, I will say if there is motion, the camera should record, otherwise it can stop recording and save the time, power and the memory space. So here are the settings, the frame change, the maximum change threshold, and all those things are there. So if motion detection is on, these settings will work. If this is off, so nothing, motion detection will happen. So put it on. Okay, so all the setting comes here. Then there are motion notifications. So this Motion Eye software can send you email, or it can hook to a website or run a command given by you in a particular file, like that. And you can also schedule the timing when it should work and when it should not work, and the working schedule timings also, outside working schedule or inside working schedule. All these things, variables are available in the Motion Eye, and we can settle it. I will just apply, reboot it. It is rebooting, and it will come on the screen again with the static IP address. Then I will show you how this can be put onto a separate place, and I can get the details on the. So it has booted up. Now I will log in as admin. Okay, no password is required, and it has come up. So I will just check the network details in the expert setting. I will go here, see in the network. So this IP details I have given, static IP, etc. I will just shut down it, and I will put this camera at some place, and then it will boot independently, and we will see the streaming, how this comes. So I will shut down it. Okay, this is how the USB camera is set up near to the fish aquarium, and you can see the Raspberry Pi sitting on the table, and you can see the fishes are moving. The camera is just in front of that, the USB camera. Here we will go to the browser, type the IP address of the MyEye 192.168.0.27 and your MyEye OS on the Raspberry Pi 4 will boot. So this shows how static address is useful and how this can be fixed onto the Raspberry Pi 4. You can see the aquarium here, and that means my camera sitting in the front of fish aquarium is working and giving me the video streaming. And here all the settings we can do, but before doing that we have to log in as an admin. So I will log in as admin and no password required. And once it logins, you can set all the details in the MotionEye software, whatever you wish you can do it. See, camera 2 is working and other details are available here. You can set the video streaming, your text, file storage, all the options are available here. And in the movie section, if you see this movie storage, movie format, quality, movie name, whatever you wish you can do it. Motion detection we cannot do it here because fishes are always moving, and if you set your camera on the main front door, if motion detection is there, you can set the detection parameters and it will start recording after the motion is detected.